Hi, I'm Bernadette Stannis. You know me as Thelma from the TV show Good Times. And you are watching The Fuller View.
It's panoramic for the world to see. It's for you, right in view. Yeah. So look up and let your vision be clear. Then reach out to the world and share. And you'll see with clarity the full view. Oh, and you will see it's amazing. Exactly what we've been waiting for. Spiritual, positive news. The full view.
Good afternoon. My name is Heidi Fuller. I'm your host of The Fuller View, and you guys are in for a fantastic season this season. So stick around for more of The Fuller View.
Voila is a Swahili for by God. Have you ever been thinking sometimes where, oh, this didn't happen right, and then all of a sudden things fell into place and it was like, voila, by God. Voila was originated in Turn Chapel AME Church in Marietta, Georgia by a couple of brothers that were experienced in West African drumming and dancing, and they presented it to the pastor as a way to bring more of the African culture into the AME church, and our pastor accepted it, and so we've been around since roughly 2001. Myself first included. When I was originally joined, I joined a couple of years after the ministry had started, and I had recently become saved, and I was looking for some other things to do inside of the church, and I was always drawn to the drums, and for me it's just a way of giving back, and I get so much out of it by seeing the members grow. We've had some that moved off into ministry. Other the younger adults have grown into college and they've gone off to do bigger and better things. So it's definitely been a tremendous blessing for myself. Recently, we've been a part of the Martin Luther King celebration in Cobb County. We've also done the Sweet Auburn festivals. Our biggest times of year is around Black History Month, where we go to different churches and minister in drumming and dancing of the West African culture. We've also gone to Valdosta, Georgia, and done workshops at other churches. I am not a professional drummer. I am an engineer by trade and a contractor. But it's just something about the drums that just draw me into it, and I just picked up from there. So I'm more of a facilitator. We go out and we find different professionals that teach us different rhythms, and yeah, that's how we do it. As I mentioned before, we're members of Turner Chapel AME Church in Marietta, Georgia. Our pastors are Reverend Kenneth and Cassandra Marcus.
Hello, my name is Hank Stewart. You're looking at The Fuller View with Heidi B. Fuller, my girl. Check her out. She's awesome.
About myself. Again, my name is Heidi Fuller. I am a native of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a Grady baby. Yay! And went to Mays High School. Went to college for a few years, and ending up in journalism has been truly a treat and a blessing, because I meet a lot of people all the time and say, oh, I've got a degree in journalism. I don't have a degree in journalism, but I'm a journalist. I've been able to do what God has called me to do because it is my passion.
If your words, if your experiences, if your wisdom can literally save the life of a young man, and that is multiplied by them giving back. I mean, we really have the power to change the world. Why wouldn't you join an organization that lends itself to essentially sometimes maybe saving the lives of young African-American men that at some particular point will actually take our places and will fulfill the shoes that we have and fulfill the roles that we have.
And good afternoon, and on today's show we have none other than the Dove Award winning Trinity 5-7 with us today. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Chanel.
I'm Angel.
Hello, I'm Adrian.
And I understand you guys just came out with a new hot product. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Well, our fourth CD is out now, and we wrote most of the songs on this CD, so it's our more personal, collection of our heart. And we wanted to talk about things that aren't commonly talked about in gospel, so we shared our love lives and obviously our life, our relationship with God and with one another, and we talk about our families and just wanted to be transparent and open. Yeah.
How important is it to be so transparent to today's society?
I think it's always important to be transparent as far as using it as a tool for helping. You know, us doing that, coming out of the season that we had, going into T57, which is the name of our project, being that transparent, we found ourselves with a Grammy nomination and then a Grammy performance, and people really responded, and we found out that people missed us, and that made us feel really good and inspired to just keep on doing what we do.
Keep doing what you do. What have you enjoyed more about this project than you did your last?
I love performing the songs. The stage is what I love, and we get the opportunity to, again, sing the songs that we wrote. Because a lot of artists, you sing songs that were produced and written by, a lot of people, and we kind of experienced that for several years. But, when you sing what came from you, that, what God gave you, it has a whole nother feel to it.
Yeah, differently.
It ministers differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about your new song with Shalon Knowles, Like You? Tell us about that.
Solange wrote, Adrian, you can talk about.
Well, I just remember how when we first heard the demo for it, we knew this song is definitely for us. It celebrates romantic love and it celebrates godly love, and it doesn't tear down one for the other, but it has it in its perfect priority. So it's a matter of, he's a good man, he's a great man, but he could never love me like you. So the pressure is not put on a man to do something that's beyond what he can do, and it has God in his perfect reverence and perspective. It's a beautiful song, and I think it's very appropriate for believers to know that you don't have to deny that there is romance in your life. You're a human being. It's a matter of your priorities being straight.
Yeah. I understand all three of you are single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Single.
Uh-huh.
Single. Okay, have you enjoyed the single life? Are you looking forward to God bringing you that perfect mate?
I'm looking forward to everything that God has for me. I just love my life.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, we've had the opportunity to travel the world and meet some amazing people. I tell everybody we have a very healthy social life. Okay. And when we come home, we have each other, and, we go to church, and, again, there's just so many wonderful people out there. You just have to be open. And, I remember in Proverbs, there was this scripture, I was really frustrated, like, God, what's going on? We're doing all the right things. And I remember the scripture that said, basically, I'll just paraphrase, it said, whatever you desire, become what you desire. And so immediately I said, the focus is Chanel right now. So you develop Chanel, you develop Heidi, you develop you. And as you grow, that's who's going to come to you. You attract what you become. Buddha said it, Jesus said it, everybody keeps saying it, so you might as well, pay attention. Wake up and pay attention.
There we go. Understand that God has some exciting opportunities for you as well coming up with your...
Well, I am developing a beauty lifestyle brand to come out in the future. Right now, our priority is our group and growing our collective brand, and we have our individual interests that you're going to see as they roll out. We have the William Morris Agency that allows us to go into television, commercial, and film. I come from the beauty field. I believe in having beauty and manifesting it where it is not there. So it's just a further extension of myself. I appreciate the support I've had and the wonderful time we've had. I do the makeup for certain special events, the Grammys or the Dove Awards, and we do themes. And Angel and Chanel have always been excellent students, and now they know how to do makeup, and this allows us to be very self-contained as a group. They know hair really well also, so we're a team.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you ladies can stand together and work together. You know, sometimes people always talk about how difficult it is for women to stand together and to be strong, but you all have proven us differently, huh?
Well, I think what happens is you have to want the best for yourself and want the best for one another, because we set a standard a long time ago of how we were going to interact with one another. Like, we don't really speak to one another if we're highly emotional, and we've always been respectful to maintain that. And what happens is, I do believe if you're a selfish person, you don't understand teamwork. You don't understand that you can have the group and still have all your goals, and that there's an order in which things are going to happen. And when you want the best for one another, you know, no one loses. It's when you have hidden agendas. And I think a lot of people don't understand it's the best to come together, as Christ says, and reason one with another and say, you know what, if you're faithful over a few things, you're ruler over many. You have a future because you have your present and what you do with it.
Well, in closing, I want to talk about your humanitarian seeds that you've sown, because I understand that you got to do a great job in that area. Tell us about your last opportunity that you had to sow a seed.
Well, you know, we know if you've been watching CNN, there's just a tremendous amount of, you know, tragedies that are going on around the world that has to do with global warming, and the planet is suffering. And if the planet suffers, guess who else suffers? We suffer. And so many lives are being lost, and people's possessions are being destroyed. And, you know, coming from New Orleans, we experienced that firsthand. And we went to Virginia, where there was a tornado that struck there, I would say maybe about a week ago or so. And so we decided to go out there. Our business manager's family is there, and, you know, we were invited to come, and we came and we just ministered, just gave. Sometimes, you know, you don't always have to give money, you don't always have to give monetary gifts, but if you give of yourself, I think that's what's priceless. And it meant so much for them to just have us show up and say we love you and we care about you, and you know, the world is watching, you know, so it's important for us to be givers. And yeah.
We had just came from Kansas City, where we were there for the Walk Baby Love, a lupus foundation. That's a cause that's very passionate to his heart and his family that he had it. And then also we have the Trinity 5-7 Hope and Triumph campaign, in which we began in New Orleans, of course, due to the hurricane, and worked at their thrift stores and homeless missions, and went to schools and universities, stayed in FEMA trailers. We went to Mississippi and worked with Habitat for Humanity. We're going to my home state, California, this year, and I think June's when we start doing more of that charity work as well. So just being a giver and having it organized and having it heartfelt allows you to continue to move and operate accordingly, because ultimately we're all in this together. You know, you just got to do your part, that's all.
Yes, just do your part. You've heard it first here. Listen, do you have any closing remarks for our audience today?
You know, we just want to say thank you to all of our fans, all the people that visit us on our MySpace page and that have supported us in this 10-year-long career. We're so appreciative. You know, we everywhere that we go, we have you in our hearts, because we know that it's because of you, because of the people that buy our records.
We have a great new single coming.
Tell us about it.
It's from a Dark Child, Rodney Jerkins. Dark Child track, and it's a hot song. We love this song. So it'll be debuting soon, so we can't announce the name yet, but we'll have a hot video, and it's coming.
Okay. Well, you guys have to come back to Atlanta and be guests on our show with a studio audience. I would love that. I would love that. Yay, yay. Well, you've seen it here first on The Fuller View with Trinity 5-7.
In recent decades, the nation has made substantial progress in improving the health of its citizens and eliminating health disparities. Yet, preventable diseases, disabilities, and even causes of death are still experienced by minorities at a significantly disproportionate rate when compared to non-minorities. For over 72 years, the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority has been dedicated to meeting the health needs of the medically underserved within the greater Atlanta community. The Authority, a bi-county public body, is the proud owner of Grady Health System, providing oversight and compliance review on areas impacting the general health care needs of the residents of Fulton and DeKalb counties. The Authority commissioned an independent survey in 2012 that yielded alarming data regarding medically underserved areas and health professional shortage areas. 33%, or 500,000 people, live in medically underserved areas and health professional shortage areas in Fulton and DeKalb counties. 79% of persons living in areas of healthcare delivery deficits are African American. In 2013, the FDHA Community Health Awareness and Promotions Office was created. This office compiles and reports on community health needs and determines strategies to enhance health education and wellness. These efforts direct the resources of the FDHA towards essential aspects of community health. The authority provides grants to community-based organizations, hosting healthcare events and advocating for responsible healthcare policy for medically underserved and indigent citizens in the state of Georgia. During the 2013 grant cycle, funding priorities promoted and supported by the authority fell within 3 themes: health education and promotion, treatment and prevention screenings, and strengthening program delivery.
I'm Dorsey Levins, and you're watching The Fuller View with Heidi B. Fuller.
Hello, my name is Gwen Mason. I am the Executive Director of the Stewart Foundation, and this is our 7th annual Career Day at Towers High School, of which we are ecstatic about. We've been able to make some extremely huge transition in the well-being of our children and in our community with the partnership of so many extraordinary people like Stan Watson, Larry Johnson, and our CEO, Lee May, who has welcomed us into the DeKalb area to make a difference with our children, has absolutely been phenomenal. With the Stewart Foundation, we are a 7-year foundation, and when we started it, it was to build great leaders in our community because we felt as though all the great ones we were losing. So instead of just talking about it, we decided to be about it. So with the Stewart Foundation, we go out and we expose our children to greatness. And with Towers High School, we commit to making a huge difference. So we want to make a difference in the graduation rate. We want to make a difference in the self-esteem of our children. We want our children to know that they can succeed. They can do anything that they set their minds to. So we can't do it all alone because we're not no man on an island alone. So we've commissioned over 200 professionals to come out and share their stories with our children so that they know if they made it, so can I. We want them to be able to touch and feel, make a connection with these professionals in hopes that they build a relationship and they can have a mentor that they can come back and they can count on, they can lean on, and they can direct them down the path that they should go. We are so elated that Dr. Ralph Simpson has come aboard in the 2013-2014 school year. We believe that he is the catalyst that we really needed in a principalship to take this institution to the next level. And we as the Stewart Foundation are committed to seeing that happen.
Wow, I have to begin by saying thanks. Thanks to the Hank Stewart Foundation for organizing all of what's taking place this morning and this afternoon, for the number of professionals that have extended themselves to share with our children their story. Because certainly, oftentimes people get an opportunity to see the glory. That's after you've experienced whatever obstacles or hurdles that you had an opportunity to encounter along the way, but at the very, very end, the end product is what students typically see. So we wanted the children to be able to hear the story and share with them what it's going to take to look like to get to the glory piece. But yeah, just for the adults to come out and share their experiences, their expertise, how they got to where they are, how those life-altering experiences molded and changed and shaped their lives and made them decide to do what they wanted to do is what we wanted them to hear. We wanted them to identify the difference between real models and role models. And today I think that's what happened. A real model is someone you can actually reach out and touch. You can reach out and establish a relationship. There's a connection. There's a bridge that you can build. And not someone that just comes before you and then they're going tomorrow. So it's been a wonderful opportunity for our children that is probably going to have an impact on them for the rest of their lives.
Hey, it's your boy Chubb Rock treating you right. Real hip hop. No B words. None of that. Different era. Okay? You're watching Fuller View. All right? Keep it going, too. We need all that anointment. Peace.
Is looking for the next rising star. If you can really sing or know someone who can, this is your chance to win $20,000 in cash and prizes. McDonald's presents the Gift Youth Singing Competition. Entry deadline is Saturday, April 26th. Visit thegiftatl.com for more information.
Hello, we are the athletes at Towers High School, and you are watching The Fuller View with Heidi B. Fuller.
Pink Door Decor is an online home accessories boutique. We specialize in high-end home accessories below retail costs. And today, you're here to share with me an extraordinary event. Today, I'm here along with my guests to support the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. In December of last year, my 31-year-old nephew, Bobby Jackson, he suffered from Crohn's and colitis. As a matter of fact, he died from complications due to Crohn's. So today is my opportunity to give back to the foundation. In addition to my personal donation, I'm going to donate funds on behalf of Bobby Jackson, my nephew, and all of the proceeds, or a portion of the proceeds from today's sales, will go back to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Thank you so much for sharing in this special moment with me. And if you know anyone who's suffering from Crohn's, please give back to CCFA. Take care and have a great day.
And good afternoon and welcome to The Fuller View. On today's show, we have Big Boy, also known as Daddy Fat Sacks. How
Girl,
about that?
what you talking about?
Okay, what you talking about? Well, you know, we're here today with you to talk about the Atlanta Ballet, of course.
Right.
And your involvement with them. Tell us how that all came about.
I think it was my second annual Big Kids Foundation fundraising. That's my nonprofit organization I got that's geared up towards enlightening and preparing kids for the future. And I actually, one of the directors from the Fox and the ballet came over, John McFall, and he was the creative director to the ballet. And I was like, let's try it out.
So what have you enjoyed most about working with the Atlanta Ballet?
I love seeing the results of the choreographer, Lori, and you know, the feeling and emotion she takes from the music and interprets it into dance. Like, I'm shocked every time. And it's definitely gonna be a treat when they come in that Fox, man. They're gonna dig it.
Well, after your experience with Idlewild, it would seem fitting to do this.
I mean, you know, if you're scared, say you're scared. I'm down for anything. You gotta try to see what it's like, you know?
Okay. As a matter of fact, in mentioning Idlewild, one of my favorite scenes from that movie was when you met with Cicely Tyson on the road.
Right.
And she was just sitting there waiting on you.
Right.
And I say that only because it comes a time when we just have to sit and wait until the blessing comes along.
For sure.
So do you look at this as a blessing as well?
Most definitely, you know, most definitely. I mean, it's all about positive energy and good vibrations, man. And definitely, you know, once you put the man upstairs first and ask for guidance, and, you know, I mean, he gonna bless you, you know?
Got that right.
For sure.
For sure. Okay, also, tell us a little bit about your humble beginnings. Where did your testimony, how did this all begin?
I grew up in Savannah, Georgia. My father was in the military, and my mother was in high school.
Okay.
And they made me Aquarius baby. Me and Rick James got the same birthday. You know what I'm talking about? So I you know, grew up around my uncles and my family, both sides of my family, coming up, you know, from going to church 4 or 5 days a week with my great-great-grandparents, Flossie Mae and Earl Hamilton.
There you go.
And, you know, and church about 3 times on Sunday, you know, so they, you know, the values came early. Like, my family is like, is very, very into faith, and, you know, for us kids, they always taught us, you know, put the man upstairs first. Like, you can't handle it all by yourself.
Also read in one of your bios that you use your lyrics to express how you feel about the African American community and some other things that are going on. How important are your words?
Very important. You know, when you have this microphone and it's reaching across the whole globe, like, you can party and you can have fun, but sometime or another, you want to speak your mind on what's going on, and everything ain't gonna always be so hunky-dory. Like, there might be certain things that might be affecting you, like, you know, gas is $1 million a gallon right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, people hurting from that. It's taken away from different things in their life. So, I mean, it's a struggle everywhere, man, and, you know, it's just, you just can't be scared. You just gotta walk in faith.
Walk in faith. Just to share a little bit about your partner, Andre 3000, what are your next projects that you guys will be working on? What do we have to look forward to from the both of you?
Well, we actually have a song out right now, my solo album, Sir Lucius Left Foot, the son of Chico Dusty, and it's a song with me, Dre, and Raekwon from the Wu-Tang called Royal Flush, and it's a bit of social commentary over the hip hop funk that we do. And they digging it. My album will be out in July, then Dre's working on his solo record as well, which will be out in the winter. Then we're gonna come back all throughout working in the studio, and top of next year put out the next Outkast record.
And what are you looking forward to working on that you haven't done, or what's the ultimate for you?
The ultimate.
The ultimate. And what are you really looking forward to? Better yet, what would you like people to say about you when this life is over?
They can say whatever they want to say about me. We already know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I love people, and I'm all about good vibrations, and it's the music, man. It's about touching people's lives, and so when you go out and you hear people like from our first album would come up and tell us like songs like "Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something" change people's lives, and once we realize that you can really change how people think, and they might be thinking just one track or whatever because they haven't been exposed to enough information or just different ways to kind of settle different dilemmas in their life. Like, that's powerful.
It is powerful.
Lyrics
are words are powerful.
Right, for sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, any closing remarks? Anything you would like to share with our audience today? Something inspiring.
Something inspiring.
Take them to another level.
Let's see. Definitely, if you have children, even if you and the parent are not together, if y'all are together, raise your kids. Like, take care of your kids, spend time with them, tell them you love them, and you can just see the beautiful people grow up under you, man, because that's who's going to take care of you when you around here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For sure.
For sure. Understand that your children awarded you the Father of the Year. Was it last year?
Every year.
Every year. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. They can't beat me in that. Yeah, that's what we do, baby. Soccer games, football,
excellent. Piano
recitals. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love my kids, man. I drill them about their homework, parent-teacher conference. Like, I balance my life out because it's just fulfilling me to know my children and know that that's me.
Yes.
And to see them happy and bright and smart, it's a blessing. I love it.
Yes, it is. Well, they are a reflection of you, and I'm sure you're being a great father.
I love it.
We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have it here. You're watching The Fuller View, and we thank you, Mr. Patton, for joining us today with Big Boy.
Yeah, it's good. Yep.
It was good.
Just, I'm gonna get a farm too. My kids want a farm. We're gonna get us a farm, and I'm gonna be a farmer too. I'm about to do it for real.
We'll see you at the Atlanta Ballet.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Next Rising Star. If you can really sing or know someone who can, this is your chance to win $20,000 in cash and prizes. McDonald's presents the Gift Youth Singing Competition. Entry deadline is Saturday, April 26th. Visit thegiftatl.com for more information.
What's up, dog? I'm Tommy Ford. I'm Tommy Maver. We're watching Full of View with Heidi B. Fuller. We got a job, dog.
Full of View is sponsored